everyone, this is Shokora and Zouheikyoku, aka Chocomint, and welcome back to our Let's Play of War Bruises. In the last playthrough, we got some help from our grandpa, and turns out we got the inheritance of the flower shop now, which is very sudden and quite a secret. So what we will do with the flower shop is in our hands, and there's a lot of feelings about it. But at the very least, we got some bonding with our grandpa, so that's all nice, isn't it? Anyway, let's start. Chapter 13. There's a lot of chapters you have here. It's late when you pull up in front of the shop. You bark with a sign. You rest your head against the wheel. I can't believe the time passed so quickly. Tomorrow's the day. The flower show has finally come. Ever since you resubmitted your entry application, sleep's been evading you. You wonder if you should take some time to rest. Maybe I should just close the shop early. It's an hour early, but you get out of the van and start to lock up. It's probably for the best anyway. I have a big day tomorrow after all. What's an hour between friends? A quiet chime from your bag tells you that your phone's just received a notification. You pull it out, heart pounding, just a little. I hope this is what I think it is. Only last night, you had resubmitted the application. You weren't sure if there was enough time for them to respond, but then you see the words in the subject line. Read, entry resubmission, Mary Marigolds. You open it, trying your best to keep calm. Congratulations, Mary Marigolds. Your resubmission has been accepted. As a reminder, from this point on, your entry cannot be disqualified. Instead, points will be docked for unmet standards. You barely finish reading the email, letting out a delighted shout. You're so happy that you almost drop your phone in surprise when another notification rings out while in your hand. To your surprise, there's a text from an unknown number. I wonder who it's from. Hey, it's Dominic. Are you at the shop or do you have time? You're not at the shop, but you're kind of tired too. Tell him you have time. You tell him you don't have time. I mean, should we meet him though? The question is, does meeting him means anything? But let's not do that. I mean, we have priorities, so I don't have time. Your thumbs hovered for a minute, but you let out a sigh. I'm just too tired. You send back a quick text. I'm outside the shop, but it's closed. I'm kind of heading upstairs home now. His response is rapid fire. Oh, really? Well, I wasn't trying to stay for long. I just wanted to return your dry cleaning. Can you wait a minute? Okay, if that's the case, then it's fine. Sure, that's fine. Thanks a lot. No problem, and hold tight. I'm just about there anyway. He's not lying either. A few minutes later, he knocks on the van's window. You get out of the car so he can hand you the small bag of dry cleaning. There's your clothes. I had my agent inspected, so there's no stains or anything, I promise. Times like this, it's easy to remember that Dominic and Adonis are one and the same. Thanks. You go towards the shop, but he touches your arm lightly. Hey, I hope the competition goes well tomorrow. My aunt and uncle will be there, but know that I'm rooting for you, alright? Thanks, Dominic. He smiles, waving goodbye as he steps away from the driver's side of the van. As you walk into the shop, your mind returns to Dominic with the scent of the clean laundry lingering the whole way up the stairs. After all that reparation, it's finally here. The flower show. You try your best to calm your heart, but it's impossible. Doubly so when you think of your grandfather's words.
With all of the flower show business, I'll wait until it's all over before transferring the deed, but when everything ends, what happens to the shop will be your decision, Rose.
My decision. It's almost like a dream. You shake your head. Speaking of big decisions, I should definitely figure out what to wear. I'm dressing for the flower show, so I want to dress for success. Okay, dress for success. Let's see. I mean, we can go for the dress, which looks nice. But then this top looks really nice too, very sweet. Very sweet. Okay. Yeah. This one looks great. Ooh, this looks good, but it's a mix of spicy and sweet. Maybe this one still looks good. Accessory, they don't have a lot of accessories here, so let's not go for any accessories, I guess. I mean, we have the sweet style, but it's really it's really sweet. A lot of skin though. Not sure. I'm not really great with fashion, but I don't think we should go to their competition with that, or something more formal, I suppose. I mean, this looks great, very cute, but more of like going out for fancy and stuff. So maybe this one or this one. Let's go with this one. I don't think we have chose this before. Anyway, my fashion sense sucks, but let's go. Turning in the mirror once, twice, you nod to yourself. Okay, I'm ready. As expected, your grandfather is waiting for you in the shop.
Getting ready to go, Rose?
Yeah, I'm ready. I just hope that setup is going well for Armando.
I'm sure he's doing fine, sweetheart. He helped you with Morio's event, right? You trusted him to set up properly before you got there, don't you?
Right.
Right. And that's why you trust him to do this one well. Don't second guess yourself, Beto. It'll be fine.
I don't know. I guess I just have a bad feeling. I mean, with the dramas going on around you, I'm pretty sure there's something's going to go wrong. You shoot him a worried smile as you pick up your phone from the table. Huh? 6 missed calls from Armando.
Is everything okay?
Maybe. Let me just call him back to make sure everything's alright. When you call him though, he doesn't pick up. You know what? I should go. Your grandfather pats your cheek.
You'll do fine, Beto. Just remember what I told you. The judges want a story. When they see the Queen of Roses, let her do the talking.
He winks.
You can supplement when necessary.
From the outside of the shop, your grandfather waits steadily, his last words keeping your heart warm. Beto, I believe in you. When you arrive at the flower show's event space, it's large and expensive. The smell of flowers fills the air. You look around freely, but pause when you notice someone staring at you. Huh? But then, they look away so quickly that you almost think that you imagined it. You dwell on it for a moment, but are quickly distracted by the sight of Gabriel making some rounds with a group of professionals. He looks busy, but you catch his eyes as he passes anyway, throwing him a quick wave. You didn't really intend on hanging around, especially when you don't know what's going on with Armando, but then you watch as Gabriel excuses himself from his engagements to come chat with you. Hey Rose, do you have a moment? What should I do? Stop to talk to Gabriel. Maybe not. Check on the boots immediately. Actually, I really don't. I'm sorry, Gabriel. It's just that Amanda called me about our injury and I think there's an issue. Plus, I haven't gotten my badge or checked out my table yet or... Gabriel holds out his hands.
Wow, calm down, Rose. You look a little stretched. I'm not going to hold you up, I promise. The check-in booth is right over there. Everything will be just fine.
Thanks, Gabriel. You flash him a quick smile, waving as you turn to leave.
You're welcome. I'll be rooting for you too.
With a final fleeting smile, you depart, leaving you to do exactly what you need to do next. You take a deep breath, looking around the room. Okay, first things first. Let me find Amanda. Then I'll go register. You make your way through the streaming throngs of people. That's strange. I don't see him. You call Amanda. Unlike before, he picks up on the first ring.
Rose, sorry that I missed your call back.
No problem, Amanda. What was it anyway?
It's not urgent actually. I don't think.
The way he throws up tells you that it's not exactly the truth, but you have to talk to him about it later. No need to act stressed, and if it's not urgent then... How's the injury looking? Any issues as far as that?
Nope, it's looking good. Sitting pretty for the judges. I'm just in the warehouse joshing the extra bags.
Okay then, if that's done, I'll go ahead and register. Bye!
See you!
You make your way to the check-in booth and present your ID. Rose, representing Mary Marigolds. The clerk takes your ID, and as she looks at your name on the computer, it's like she freezes. What kind of reaction is that? But just as quickly as she reacted, she seems to shake it off, smiling brightly at you.
Mary Marigolds, you said, right? Welcome to the Citadel Flower Show. Break a leg.
Thank you. The clerk hands you the badge.
Please follow the arrows to where your boot's been assigned.
You follow her instructions and try not to let out a groan when you see Miss Baxter at the booth.
Oh, look at that! You made it after all. I'll say I'm disappointed, but now I'm actually curious.
Too bad I don't care. Miss Baxter is curious? Curious about what? Curious? Why would you be curious?
I saw the way you attempted to work things out with those garbage mulch vendors after you ruined all respected orders. Incorporate. You just find someone else and get the job done.
You lift shoulders dismissively. I guess maybe you have something to learn from a small business.
Doubtful. But it's good that you're so charitable. Now I feel especially pleased to have given you a little gift for all your hard work.
Gift? She's smiling, but it doesn't reach her cold, calculating eyes.
Why? I've already made sure to give your booth the most advantageous spot in the gallery. Of course, for a floral cup anyway.
What? Where are we? Instead of replying, Miss Baxter just smiles. You look down at the map, tracing it with your finger. Oh! The moment you see it, your heart sinks. Your booth space is all the way in the corner of the room, wedged between the wall and some pillar. You're intended to generate some buzz with this event so that people could actually come to the shop after this was all over, but based off of where she's placed you, no one is going to visit it and see, much less take notice.
By the silence, I'm guessing you see your place then. Mind that you stay in it.
As much as you don't want to skip her their satisfaction, you stared out at the map, trying not to cry. Even if we win the flower show, if we can't generate enough business afterward, Merry Marigolds will still be. Maybe you wouldn't have been so worried before, but now that the shop is yours, you can't help but feel panic. Miss Baxter crosses her arms. That's business, kid. Now you have to excuse me. She stands up and steps away, leaving you and your worries in her wake. Oh, that's okay. We reached chapter 14. When you get to the booth, it's like a dark clown is jowling behind you. Amanda cringes when he sees you. I'm guessing you talked to Vtuber, huh? Amanda's joke doesn't even make you laugh. Amanda, we're finished. What? No way! The judges haven't even come to our table yet. I'm not talking about the flower show, Amanda. I'm talking about the future of the shop. Miss Baxter said. Wait, Miss Baxter? You're basing some random worries on something that came out of that snake's mouth? Look, I already know it sounds crazy. Good. But I can't help but think that she's right. Like, yeah, I want to win the show. I'll have enough money to pay off the shop steps. But, Amanda, what about the future? If we can't get enough customers, we'll just be back at square one. Back in debt with Lord Cop holding on us, again and again. Amanda lets out an exasperated sigh. Look, forget about that bastard lady. If you're worried, then we'll just have to do something about it. Do something about it? There's no way we can. Like what? I hate to admit it, but Amanda's optimism is contentious. Your voice is small when you ask. Like what? He claps you on the back enthusiastically. That's more like it. Go back to believing in the shop. You can figure something out in no time. Figure something out? Come on, be serious, Amanda. What can we do about it? I'm not sure, honestly. But it's better to be optimistic than to be all depressed about it. Amanda shucks. Too bad you don't know some super mega celebrity to generate some noise over our booth. Why don't you ask Mr. Suit and Tie if he knows anybody that can help us out? Super mega celebrity. Yeah, you know, like call in a favor or whatever. Aren't rich people always networking and stuff? It's got to know somebody to help us out. He looks thoughtful for a moment. But then, I guess that technically be cheating if he helped, right? Wait, actually, I think I can help with that. What? Dominic should be here, right? He said his aunt and uncle have a booth. What was the name of the shop? Villa Chrysanthemum. You break into the truck, going back toward Miss Baxter's mapping booth. Amanda shouts after you, looking bewildered. Hey, where are you going? You flash him a grin. To get a super mega celebrity on our sign. When you finally reach the Villa Chrysanthemum's booth, you recognize him right away. Dominic? Hey Rose, all set up? Yeah, and what about you? We're all good. I'm kind of taking it easy today, hence the disguise. You can't help but snort at that. A bear of classes isn't much of a disguise. And yet, not one person has come up to me for an autograph. I think it's working pretty well. Well, you can't contest that logic. It's nice to take a day where you're not a celebrity, you know? I don't think you could have said a less relatable sentence. Sorry. Anyway, what did you pop by for? Wanted to see my aunt and uncle's entry? Well, actually, a tinge of guilt hits you for a moment. He did say how much he was enjoying having a day off from being a celebrity. What should I tell him? Nothing really. Ask him to help you anyway. Oh, I feel very bad about it at all. I mean, ask him definitely good, but he really liked a day off. Nothing really. Nothing really. I just saw you, so I thought I'll say hi. Okay. Thanks for coming over then. Can I see your exhibit? Sure, follow me. You lead him back towards your corner booth. Man, I can't believe that disguise is really working. I can. I mean, honestly, there's probably somebody here that's like, wow, that guy looks like Adonis. But people are usually too embarrassed to walk right up and ask. Excuse me? I actually not sure how I should voice Dominic's voice though. it's like a mix of Amanda and Dominic. Yeah, a mix of Amanda right now. At first you think Adonis spoke too soon, but then, to your surprise, she's looking at you. Are you the girl in this picture? The teenage attendee holds up a tabloid, and on the front of it is a picture of you and a blurry Adonis. Oh, it is you, isn't it? Well, she doesn't wait for your reply. You guys, I knew it. I was right. She knows Adonis. Beside you, Dominic laughs. On that note, I should get back to the booth before someone recognizes me. No need to tempt fate. Enjoy your temporary celebrity status. He walks away before you have a chance to reply, and it's a good thing too. When she returns, it's with a group of girls. Like I said, she knows. The younger draws off. In fact, all of them do. I turn to see what they're looking at. Amanda. All he's doing is sitting there with his phone. Well, he's no celebrity, but if he's getting your attention, good enough. Ooh! I mean, Amanda is cute, so ooh. Hey, can you help me with this? Oh yeah, of course. He stands to pull the sheet off with you, revealing your exhibit. The Queen of Roses, the Abracadabra rose. Intertwined with the roses are breaths of other flowers, mimicking a fireworks explosion of color. They seem distracted from Amanda by the exhibit. You can only hope that they're uploading it to whatever social media they have. It's not the most solid land, but, well, whatever works. There's a bit of commotion as a group tries to push through. Excuse me, please stop crowding. This is a flower show, not a zoo. A panel of judges pushes their way through the attendees in front of your exhibit. They gasp collectively. Who is the representative for this entry? You freeze in place, but Amanda nudges you forward with his elbow. That would be us, Mary Marigolds. Excellent. Pleased to meet you. You extend a shaky hand. Same. The head judge shakes it firmly, then looks at you expectantly. All right, miss. He squints at your name tag. Miss Petals, what do you have to show us today? Your grandfather's words echo in your mind. They don't just want to see a pretty set of flowers, they want a story. You say it more to yourself than to the judges. A story, right. You take a deep breath. This is the Abracadabra rose. This rose actually has a beautiful story behind it. As you recite the story, you can almost hear your grandfather's voice speaking with you. There once was a flower, a beautiful red rose in a gilded golden cage. It tried its best to bloom, but could never satisfy its gardener, who eventually grew tired of the rose and cut it from its bush to sell. Ah, thought the rose, at least it's better to be sold than to be thrown into the fire pit. For the rose has seen countless others that has dissatisfied the gardener before the same tragic fate. The gardener, full of disdain for the rose, sold it for the lowest price imaginable, but the prince, from afar, took notice. He could see that the rose's value far exceeded that of the gardener's value. What kind of prince was he? Huh? The magic of your story is broken for a moment, if only because someone in the crowd asks a question. You look at the judges, but they're busy talking amongst themselves before the head judge turns to you.
If you don't mind, you can answer if you like.
Describe the prince.
Okay, describe the prince. So we have three choices will lead to someone, but I have no idea who that is. Who that is. So down to earth or professional is a good choice. Playful? I mean, Amanda was not that playful, so maybe down to earth.
The prince was down to earth, a man loved by his family and friends alike. He had smooth, freckled skin and long curling black hair. You glanced at Amanda for the briefest of moment, and he was. He smiled encouragingly, flashing you a thumbs up. He was a strong, hard-working man who knew inner soul alongside the rest of his kingdom. The kind of man who got jealous easily, but loved deeply. All he ruled over adored him and honestly thought he needed to believe in himself a little more. You stopped abruptly, a flare of panic flittering through you. Describing Amanda so directly is bound to get you into trouble.
Yes.
You feel embarrassed for a moment. Does that answer your question?
Indeed. Please continue.
Right. Well, the way that prince felt when he picked up that rose. The way the rose felt when it was lifted out of the basket. That to me is the very essence of dazzling spring. Something that strikes you right in the heart the moment you see it. It's a flower, but when you look at it, it's vibrant like fireworks. And isn't that the very meaning of dazzling? There's absolute silence around your booth.
Well then, that was absolutely exquisite. Thank you very much for the experience, Miss Petals. We'll be announcing the results later. Please wait for them in anticipation.
By the time you're finished, the crowd is even bigger than before. The flash is almost unbearable, but Amanda touches your arm lightly.
Rose, shouldn't we be handing these out?
He hands you a stack of business cards, then gestures at the crowds.
Let's get to work. Nice. Woo!
It feels like hours before you're able to read again.
Man, I have never wanted to go home so badly.
You and me both. Letting out a groan, you stretch for a moment. Amanda looks satisfied as he wipes down the area around the queen rose. You can't help but watch him. In fact, now that you have him alone. Should I ask him something? Stay silent. Ask about him and Dipya.
Yeah, I mean, we have time, right? So let's ask about that.
Hey, Amanda.
Yeah?
How are you and Dipya?
I'm fine and Dipya's fine. Why?
I just never see you together. He lifts his shoulder lightly. Maybe because we're not dating. I'm her date for one event, not her boyfriend. I guess that's true. Amanda pauses in her explaining. Rose, does it bother you that we're going together? No. Why? Do you want it to? He stares at you, his eyes long and lingering for a moment before he flashes a brief smile. Yeah, I do. I really do. The room echoes with the sound of microphone interference. Can we have everyone's attention, please? Your complaint only moments before, but suddenly you are wide awake. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to announce the winners of the annual Cetaphile Flower Show. Amanda looks at you. Rose, that's your cue, isn't it? You nod at him wordlessly in reply, then begin your fateful march towards the stage. And that should be a good pause in our playthrough today. I know you guys want the results of the competition, but we will pause at the cliffhanger because I say so. And not because we just finished 2 chapters and I think that's just enough for the playthrough today. So, something was happening, something wrong happened. For example, the booth of the competition is not in the really right place. But somehow we got the luck on our side and the help on our side for some reason. Maybe it's luck, maybe it's plot armor, or maybe it's just another luck again. So turns out our booth works very well and we kind of hinted at a certain love interest. Yes, hopefully they're talking to him more will lead to Rose and Amanda talk properly about the feelings because there is a really thin rope of them hanging on into it as confused feelings. Guys, come on, think about your feelings. I mean, there's a lot of stress regarding the shops and everything, but after everything is finished, then it'll be great. Yeah, I hope so for the next chapter. Anyway, thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next playthrough of War of Roses. Bye bye!